Where are we at? Where are we?
It's the beginning. Thinking. I have to stop that. Really hard. Oh, they do. They have a new trail. But we won't do that because that looks really, really long. Let's do the white diamond. Let's do that one. Oh, no, that's a string, yeah. The red circle. That's a string, yes. Those are easy. Light blue, lake trail. Light blue. Okay, well that's really nearby, but it's really short. And it doesn't get a tough mount. So what we need to do, we need to start here, where it says you are here, and you take the white diamonds over to the road, and then take the red circle to the top. So we're gonna do. That's our plan. We're here. White diamonds that way to the road. And then we've got to find our way to the red one. That way is the orange circles, and that's really, really hard. I remember one time when I went that way, I thought it was just faded red circles, and I was wrong, and it was really, really hard. And I felt like I was going to die. There's a couple things about me that are really, I guess, unique about me, but one of them is that I'm extremely over-analytical, and always overthinking every time, and I get that from my dad, and every time I think about one thing, I gotta think about it actually make it through, and a lot of it before I actually make a decision, how a lot of others are going to view me, how I think others are going to view me. What will they think if I do this? What will they think if I do this? What will that say about me as a person if I choose to do it this way? A lot of my decisions are based on how I think others will view me if I make that decision. What I'm wanting to do is, and a lot of that is shaped by multimedia and stuff, TV, and multimedia and stuff. What I'm wanting to do is take myself outside of that setting that stops for me, and one place that really, really stops, or kind of clears my head, so to speak, is out here hiking. Like if I'm out in nature and I'm walking, I'm thinking, but I'm trying to think clearly, and I'm not with any pressure thinking about what someone else is going to think about what I'm doing. No one's going to think about what I'm saying, and what I'm wanting to do is just kind of try and show. Every time I'm starting to become over-analytical to make myself stop, and by speaking it out loud instead of keeping it in my head. Because another thing I do is I tend to just bottle all these thousands and thousands of thoughts that avalanche from one thought. I bottle it up in my head, and so I think a good way to kind of share that with everyone is to just start saying it all out loud, start spewing it out. And I figured what better place to do it than here, where I tend to circulate all those thoughts out. Influenced a lot by the Octopus movement, which I know had Yoko Ono in it. I can't really think of anyone else off the top of my head who else was in it, but
They saw that, everyday stuff and everyday footage and everything you look at was art, and just didn't even need to do anything to it. And it's kind of almost how I feel, and I almost feel like every time I'm walking and I'm looking at stuff, I'm like, that's so beautiful. That could be considered art. And just, even as I'm walking up towards that, I'm thinking how beautiful it is. Helps me find myself a lot better. It's like art, and I think every act that I do can like that, and just how what it is, and all the outcroppings and stuff, and it's just kind of why I like being out here, because it reminds me that you can turn to nature and find art, and you don't have to do anything else to it except just take a walk out here.
Make sure we're on the red, not the white. Okay, that's white. I think red's down that way. This is the white diamond up there. Don't want to do that one. That was too strenuous. So we got to go down this little path. Ooh, a walking stick. Being out here is just really, really relaxing for me. And the actual walking and hiking and stuff is really enjoyable for me, because I get set in this pace, and all the pressure of media and society and what people think and how I have to act just kind of is relieved off of my shoulders, and it just kind of goes away, and I can just walk through everything. There's like a set path, but there isn't, and you follow it, and you get to this place, and everything around you is just natural except for that road right up ahead. I can look around and just be inspired by every little thing, like this little knothole and the bark, and look, people have cars. It's like Forrest Gump. Life ain't nothing but a box of chocolate. You never know what you're gonna get. Leaves decaying on the ground, and I get thinking about that stuff, and I don't think about the media and the pressure and how I have to think, of how I have to act, and there's just so much that I always think about, and I just don't want to think about it anymore when I come here. And now for this project I have to, but I'm trying to show how I don't have to. Ironic, don't you think? A little too ironic. Ironic. Ironic.
I am truly happy here. Far fall. Ooh. Oh, pretty. Really pretty. Give me your phone. Oh, there's a beautiful view right around every corner here. Oh, that's why I love it out here. Because I can be surrounded by this and not have to think about anything else. Come out here. Be very, very careful. Woo! there, really itty bitty. I can't even make it with my fingers how itty bitty it is, but so small, and yet when you're there, it's so big, and everything about the city can put so much pressure on you, and traffic, and the drive to school, and everything you come into contact, there's 1,000 decisions you have to make. But out here, there's pretty much one. Do you want to keep going, or do you want to go back?